It's Elgato's world, and we're just living in it. For a while now, Elgato has been making these amazing drops, starting with this pink Wave 3 that they released 1 year ago. They made this all-white, low-profile mic arm that is slightly off-frame, and they have just released what is probably the most game-changing piece of equipment I have ever seen in the peripheral space, and that is the Elgato prompter. So I've thankfully managed to get my filthy paws on one of these things. Thank you, Elgato, for sending it over. And oh my goodness, it's a beast. So starting out with unboxing it, it comes in two parts, the prompter and then the mount for it. It also comes with a ring backplate for DSLR cameras, a universal shroud for any other camera that doesn't fit into the backplate, and a Facecam Pro backplate, which mine actually came attached to the prompter. So depending on whether you have an Elgato Facecam Pro or your own camera to use, there's different ways you can mount it. If you have the Facecam Pro, then attach the Facecam Pro backplate onto your prompter if it's not already attached using the two metal screws, and then mount your camera facing the 90-degree angle of the mount. There is a sticker that says mount camera here, so you shouldn't mess this up. And then we're gonna want to screw the base screw of the mount into the prompter, and don't tighten this fully. Once you've had this adjusted, make sure you slide the mount far up enough to where your prompter can comfortably sit. Once you have this loosely attached, make sure you slide the Elgato Facecam Pro up far enough to where it can comfortably sit into the notch that is cut out in the backplate. Then you want to push the Facecam Pro forward until it sits comfortably in the backplate and then tighten both screws. If you do have your own camera to use, then you can use the universal shroud. So what we're gonna do is unscrew the two silver screws attaching the Facecam Pro backplate so we can remove that, and then seat the universal shroud backplate into the slot. We're gonna attach the in with the two screws we just removed and attach your camera onto the top of the L-shaped mount. Again, don't fully tighten this bottom screw, and for the bottom screw of the L bracket, we're going to tighten that into its appropriate slot against the Elgato prompter. Don't tighten this screw as well, because we're going to need to raise or lower our camera to where the lens is centered. Once that's centered, tighten the bottom screw for the L bracket, and we're going to slowly slide our camera forward until the lens touches the glass. Now beware, if you have the type of camera lens to where it extends once the camera is turned on, then we're gonna want to account for that, otherwise it may cause damage to the prompter. Rule of thumb, I would just say turn your camera on before you're attempting this like sliding forward thing, so you can be sure that you don't have a, extendable lens. Once your camera is set to where it's comfortable, then drape the cloth back over the camera and you are good to go. So to attach your prompter to your computer, you have a bunch of different ways. I've seen people use a boom arm to attach it, which I think is very clever because you can move it forward or backwards. I used a camera desk mount, which is a vertical tripod with, instead of 3 legs, a mount or a grip that can grip onto the back of your desk, which is the same thing that I have for one of my Elgato key lights and my Sony camera. Then using the provided USB-C cable, we're gonna want to plug one side into our Elgato monitor and plug the other side into your computer. And once this is done, simply go to elgato.com/download to download the associated Camera Hub software. If you already have Camera Hub installed, you're still going to want to download the software because there's some additional things for the prompter that isn't in your original Camera Hub packet. And then in the software, we can go fiddle with the configurations of our prompter. So you can change things like the size of the text, you can change the color of the text. If you're a vile human being, you can go change the font to Comic Sans if you truly do want to. And you can also link this up to your Twitch chat as well. In the associated box for chat, which is in beta, you can just put the name of the channel that you have, and then it will automatically connect to the channel. In your computer, you can also set your Elgato prompter as an additional monitor that you can extend your display to where you definitely will not be watching My Hero Academia or other animes while you are in call with professors or meetings with important people. You didn't hear it from me. But through its flexibility with being used as a prompter and even as an additional display, and for an extremely affordable price, this Elgato prompter is an amazing tool that will be a game changer for a lot of content creators out there. I don't know about you, but I definitely start running my mouth if I don't have a script or some sort of bullet pointed list to follow along with what I'm talking. And this will be extremely helpful if you're a streamer as well, because now when you're reading chat, instead of looking over completely at a different monitor to go read chat, or on your phone if you are streaming with one monitor, now you can look directly at the camera lens and talk to your chat with natural engagement while still being able to read chat at the same time. So this is another amazing dub in the Elgato books. Are you going to pick up this prompter? I already have one and I am so excited to finally put this into use. And thank you again, Elgato, for working with me. I absolutely love you guys. Anyways, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I also have an Etsy shop in which I sell Twitch emotes, overlays, and other cool things like that for streamers. And I have a Ko-fi in which I have free resources for streamers and content creators, and where I offer one-on-one coaching. And you can also catch me on Twitch, streaming under twitch.tv/catliente, and I stream 3 days a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 7 p.m. PST. So I hope to catch you guys there or in another one of my videos. Bye, guys!